And welcome, everybody. This is Games Over Plastic, episode number 46. I am Midnight, once again joined by my two amazing co-hosts. First of all, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Sean Mason, back again. How you doing, sir?
Good. Doing all right. Thanks for holding down the fort last episode, guys. Had to deal with a few things, but, we're back. We're better than ever. And Merry Christmas. It's Christmas season, everyone. November 1st. Woo!
That's right. Christmas Bucky is in the building on my camera here, holding it down. It was Halloween last episode, but Halloween Bucky has made way for Christmas Bucky. So
It's Christmas.
last but not least, we have the master of graphics, Hodge. How are you today, sir?
I'm tired. I slept in today, which I haven't done in forever. But I'm happy. I was actually going to ask Sean. I was going to ask you, but I wanted to ask you on the podcast. But you already said it. I was like, "Are you a Christmas season November 1st or a Christmas season day after Thanksgiving type person?"
Well, Thanksgiving's part of the Christmas season, so.
Oh, that's fair. I've never heard anyone say that. It's always one or the other for everyone.
No, Christmas season is November 1st to December 31st, and it includes Thanksgiving is just part of it. Thanksgiving is like the preamble to Christmas. That's what I like to call it.
The warm up.
It's right now it's like the soft open.
It's the opening meal.
Yeah, I agree with that, Sean. I think Christmas is the best holiday of the year. I think so. And I'd say as soon as November 1st hits, Halloween is officially over. It's officially time. It is now lawful and legal to pull out the Christmas tree and put it up if you want. And you have 2 months of Christmas celebration. And Thanksgiving is a part of that. We love Thanksgiving, but it's still during Christmas time.
I have a random thing. So yesterday at school, we have like an advisory period. It's like 15 minutes a day. It's like, social emotional learning, all that crap. Well, anyways, yesterday we did like a Halloween name that tune music thing. All right. Some of the songs, they were stretching a little bit because, it starts off, you get the Ghostbusters theme, obviously. You got like Thriller,
Monster
Mash, This Is Halloween. And then we start getting into Disturbia by Rihanna. I'm like, this is not a Halloween song. What is this? It was like the weirdest, and they like as it kept going, it just got like further and further from Halloween. And I'm like, all right, they were definitely like trying to stretch this out to make it like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you could just do like the theme from Friday the 13th or the theme from Halloween, or Jaws,
or like the Addams Family. Yeah. But Disturbia by Rihanna, and then it was stuck in my head the rest of the day.
Oh, that song! I remember that song especially when it came out. That was in everyone's head 24/7.
Yeah,
it is like one of the most catchy songs.
But it was just funny. Everyone in the class was like, "This is not a Halloween song." I'm like, "I know."
Excellent. Well, while we're talking about Halloween, let me first get the BS out of the way, and then we're going to talk about your movies real quick, Sean, because you were not able to make last episode. We just want to get a quick breakdown of your movies and your ranking, if you will. But real quick, let me get the administrative jazz out of the way. This is Games Over Plastic, the podcast for the agnostic gamers, coming to you every other Monday on YouTube at youtube.com/@GamesOverPlastic in full 4K video glory. The majority of episodes these days are edited by the one and only Hodge, and he does an awesome job. He's super talented with the graphics and the edits. So definitely check out the video version if you have time, because you'll see some funny and cool edits. And when we do lists and when we do rankings, he's got the graphics. Like, you can follow along really easily. It's great. We're also available on all audio platforms, of course, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Cast, everywhere you can find us, Games Over Plastic. Please leave us likes and comments on YouTube. Subscribe if you're not already. This helps us move up the algorithm and helps us get closer to maybe one day making 1 penny to help pay off our subscription that we have to pay for this every year. But also, if you're on a streaming platform like Apple or Spotify, feel free to leave the show a 5-star rating. That would also help us out. If you have any write-ins for the show, we like write-ins. We don't have one for this episode, unfortunately, but just send them in to Sean or leave them in the video. The comment section of YouTube is a great place for write-ins. You just leave a comment with your write-in question, and Sean and all of us will see it, but Sean will keep track of it. And your write-in may appear on a future episode of this show. You'll hear yourself, and we'll answer your questions. So there you go. I think that is the administrative stuff pretty much done. So let's go ahead and bridge in here. So Sean, unfortunately, you couldn't make last episode. We had our Halloween. And of course, we all watched 3 amazing movies. We watched Until Dawn was Hodge's movie. We watched The Silent Hill Revelation was yours, and mine was what was mine again? I'm blanking on it. It was Alone in the Dark. Yeah, the 2005. So talk to us. What did you think about them, real quick?
All right, I got a quick 1-line review of each movie, just so we can keep it moving. All right, so we're gonna
you can do 4 lines if you want. Whatever.
I got a 1-line review for each. Okay, we're gonna start with Until Dawn. What the heck did I just watch?
Yeah, that was my thought too.
A masterpiece.
Silent Hill Revelations. Is this real life? All right, and then Alone in the Dark. Not as bad as I expected. But is that because the other 2 were utter trash? I ponder as I sit eating popcorn.
Wow. Wait, so was Alone in the Dark your favorite?
Favorite is like saying this is my favorite expired milk. If I had 3 cartons of milk and they're all expired, it's my favorite expired milk. We'll say that.
Like if 3 people walked up and punched you and you choose which one you enjoyed the most. Yeah.
Yes, we could say that. But I did watch that one last, so it might have been at the point where I'm like, all right, maybe I'm fooling, a little Stockholm syndrome where I'm actually falling in love with these bad movies.
The thing about the Alone in the Dark, and I mentioned this last time, is like the first half of the movie I thought was actually like a very solid movie, like with a cool premise and a cool build up, and then it just went to like utter chaos with like Rob Zombie music and crazy like late show shootouts, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I think that's when that director took over.
Yeah, what might have helped too when I was watching Alone in the Dark, I indulged a little bit. Usually I'm very rigid with my meal plan, except on Sundays. But, I decided to treat myself a little bit because I was watching it with my mom, actually, which was fun. Nice. So I made some popcorn and got some M&Ms and kind of mixed them together. And that's like one of my favorite little treats. So that might have been a reason I was in a better mood because of the endorphins from the M&Ms and all that. So that might have been why.
Nice. And you were hanging out with Mom. That's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Happy to hear that. All right. So are you any other thoughts on those or?
Until Dawn has no reason for existing.
Oh, no, not at all.
We have the movie already. It's called Until Dawn, the video game.
Yeah. It's a good game.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it. Go ahead.
Really quickly, I forgot to point out, did you guys notice a new thing in my background? It's right there.
Is that a ghost thing?
It is
it
is the legendary symbol from Halo.
Oh, it's Halo. Okay.
Yeah. It's so funny. I ordered it literally last year and it shipped and it got delivered like 2 weeks ago to my cousin's house because I was living with my cousin at the time. If you guys remember, I was in that bunker for a couple episodes last year.
Fallout bunker.
Yeah, I ordered it then, and it just came like 2 weeks ago. So I finally have it, and I'm like, all right, got to add to the background. So now it's chilling back there.
Awesome, man. Yeah, your background continues to amaze, while Sean and I are just like, I got some Buc-ee's. Yeah, I got you can see my Ohio sign.
I'm just in a prison.
There we go. Now you can see it. We need Buc-ee and the Ohio. There we go. Yeah, that's good. It's not on me enough here. Whatever, who cares? No one wants to see me. All right. All right, cool. So that is what Sean thought of the movies. It was a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and get into the what we are playing section, I suppose, here. And for this, I guess I'll start it off here since that's what it says on the notes. So what I have been playing, let's see. So I was playing a Ghost of Yotei last episode. I had just started it. I wasn't super deep. I think so. I have now beaten the game. So Ghost of Yotei has been beaten. Hodge, I didn't beat it last time we talked, right? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Okay. You know how great my memory is, but I don't want to talk about it twice. But yeah, Ghost of Yotei has been fully beaten now. And the game is awesome. It's really good. And yeah, I recommend it for everyone. For some reason, I'm having the strange feeling that I already talked about this on the last episode, so I am going to keep this kind of short. But I will just say that it's beautiful cinematography, awesome colors, awesome music, really fun combat, cool characters, good story. I literally have virtually nothing bad to say about this game. Like I said, I would give it about a 93 on Midnight Critic. It's really good. I think it's maybe better than the first one. I think they're about tied. I love both of them so much. Now I do I would be fine. I'd be happy and fine if they want to make a Ghost 3. But honestly, I think I do lean slightly more to I want to see Sucker Punch work on something new next, kind of let Ghost rest for a while, and then maybe come back, in a decade or more, and if they want to bring back a new Ghost. But I'd like to see the next game be a new IP or bring back a new Infamous or something. I don't know. I want to see some new Sucker Punch action. But yeah, Ghost of Yotei is awesome, and I totally recommend everybody should play it. Any thoughts from you guys?
Yeah, no, I beat the game. I think it was phenomenal. It was really good. I think it is better than the first one. Just from I think the gameplay is not a lot better. I think the gameplay, you can see like the steps they took. It's definitely like, oh, you guys really like this. Well, we evolved it to the next step. And the story is really good. I've heard some people criticizing the main story, and I'm like, I don't know why you're doing that. It's great.
Very solid story.
I think the the criticism comes from it's just another revenge story from a PlayStation game. It's like that seems to be like what all their games are. But I mean, I'm also playing it, but I'm only like 2 or 3 hours in. I just learned how to dual wield the katanas, so I'm not very far at all. But it's a fucking beautiful game. It like especially on the PS5 Pro on an OLED, it is gorgeous to play. It is so good looking. But yeah, it just straight up reminds me of Ghost of Tsushima. The only reason I really can't tell that there's much difference is because I haven't played Tsushima in such a long time that I'm like, it feels like I'm just kind of learning how to ride that bike again and hopping right back on it. So it feels basically the same to me, but I'm sure they have improved on other stuff. But again, I'm not that far, so there might be new, gameplay elements that I haven't been introduced to yet. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm excited to keep going. I was gonna hold off on it, but as I said before, I sold my Nintendo Switch games that I was not a fan of, and I got it for like $12. So I'm like, screw it, why not? So yeah. But yeah, what's before I get into my our other shit, what else have you been playing Midnight?
Yeah, so and I just checked and I'm pretty sure I did talk about this on the last episode. So sorry, but hey, we got to hear what Sean thought about it and some more from Hodge. So Ghost is awesome and you should all play it. But yeah, after Ghost, I kind of like flipped around. I was trying to find like a quick game to play before the Outer Worlds 2 came out. So first thing, I started Tales of Arise real quick, Sean. And I played just the opening of it, and I really liked it. Like the opening was fire. Like the characters and the setup was super.
Not really
cool.
A quick game though.
Yeah, and that's why I ended up setting it down because I was like, well, this is like a 40-hour plus game. So I then picked up the game that I'm actually playing. But I'm going to go back to Tales of Arise. But I picked up Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Now, Assassin's Creed
also
Syndicate.
Not a short game.
Yeah, it is. That's like 19 hours. That's a short game for me. Yeah, 19 hours. That's a short game for me. I'm used to playing 40, 60, and 100-hour games.
Don't get mad at me for my, JRPG. All right.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Criticizing my various Trails games for their lengths.
Yeah. Well, Assassin's Creed Syndicate's only like a 20-hour game, and to me, that is a short game. I can beat that in a week or week and a half. But yeah, so Assassin's Creed Syndicate, this is the one that followed up Unity. It's the last kind of like traditional one before they went into the RPG sphere. This one takes place in London during like the the steampunk machine machine era, right? And it's pretty cool. Industrial Revolution. Yeah, that's a better way of praising it. And it's pretty cool, man. The city is nice. I do like the characters, the two main characters, Jacob and Evie Fry. You can play as either one of them, and during various missions, you will play as different ones. Like certain missions are for Jacob, certain missions are for Evie. I'm a huge fan of both of them. Jacob is cool. He's badass. He's fun. Evie is hot. That's always good. It's good when we have hot female characters. She's also a great character too. And I really enjoy their different styles slightly. It's similar to Shadows, how they did it, where like she's kind of a little more focused on stealth. She can fight too, but she has like exclusive perks in the stealth tree that Jacob can't get. And then Jacob is a little bit more focused on like brawling and stuff, and he has exclusive perks that only he can get. That's kind of more like brawling stuff. But they're both fully capable, like in a fight. But yeah,
is this the one that has Jack the Ripper in it?
Yeah. There was a Jack the Ripper DLC.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the DLC pack. which I did not get the DLC, so I won't play that. But I might YouTube like the little story of that. I didn't want to buy the DLC. That would add another 3 hours, and I'm like, eh.
Oh, I mean, you're already 19 in. What's another 3?
Nah, I want to get to Outer Worlds. So I'm gonna finish Syndicate and then I'm gonna get to Outer Worlds is the plan. So, but yeah, Assassin's Creed Syndicate so far so good. I just finished Sequence 5. I think there's 8 or 9, I believe. So I'm doing good. I'm 11 hours in. I'm just past halfway done, I would say, and it's fun, man. You're just running around London. It's classic Assassin's Creed. You're getting the viewpoints. You're getting the collectible chests, which gives you money and crafting materials so you can improve your gear and buy a gang. You have a gang in this game, and you can power up your gang. You can recruit them on the street, and you can have them attack people and fight with you, which is cool. Like literally, they'll fight with you, and they'll help you with your infiltration. Like you can have them just take out a guard for you and stuff. It's pretty cool. All in all, I think this is a good game. I think it was kind of slept on maybe because there was a lot of Assassin's Creed fatigue at that time. Unity came out and it was busted at launch. Everybody knows how bad Unity was at launch with the faces that were like melting apart, looked like they got cheese grated. And then Syndicate came out afterwards and people were just like, I'm sick of AC. So this game was kind of slept on, but I think it is a good game. So I'm going to recommend it. I haven't beat it yet though, so I'll leave it there. Neither of you guys have played this, I assume?
Never and never will.
All right. Well, fair enough. Well, that's what I've been playing, and I do apologize for the Ghost of Yotei kind of recap there once again. But hey, we got Sean. Let's go to Hodge. What have you been playing, sir?
Nothing. No, I'm kidding.
Awesome.
Yeah, I finally beat Silent Hill F. I don't understand how this game's getting 9s across the board. I know I said this last week, and I said, "Oh, maybe it'll get better." It doesn't. The story is good. Like I will say, I did enjoy the story. It's definitely a story about grief and not trusting the right people and kind of. So it's Silent Hill. That's what they are. And it's a gorgeous game. But the gameplay
You're gorgeous.
Thank you. The gameplay just isn't fun. I did not have fun with it. Like, I mean, it's basically what Silent Hill 2 was, other than you don't get guns in this one. You're just hitting people with pipes, and they break. I hate breakable weapons. That anger me. And so thankfully, of course, it being, a video game, if you were about to approach a boss and you had one weapon that's about to break, you're going to enter a room with 3 new weapons that you can pick up to, so you're not going into a boss battle and suddenly you don't have a weapon. You're having to run away because you can't escape bosses. You can escape people like throughout the level, but you can't escape a boss, obviously. And so it did that kind of gameplay stuff. And so I don't know. Have you? I know you haven't. Midnight. Have you played this, Sean?
No, but I've heard that people who really enjoy Silent Hill some people are not enjoying this game who really enjoy Silent Hill. They think it's like a total step away from like a traditional Silent Hill game.
Yeah. So there's like this. You swap between like. Not levels, but you swap between like worlds. Like every other chapter is basically you're either in this weird I don't know, this weird otherworldly area where you're following this man in a fox mask and you're getting these weird powers, and then you're in real life where you're walking through your town and it's being taken over by the creepy mannequin doll things. And it's the more fun one was being in the otherworldly stuff because you do more. Whereas in the real world, you're just playing the story and you're whacking things with pipes. And so it's like, it just felt disjointed. I don't know. I wasn't big on it. I said, it's not like I hated the game. I'd give it like a 6, but like it wasn't, I don't understand the hype behind this one. Like everyone was obsessed with it. I did, but like I said, I played it in Japanese with subtitles, and it felt a lot better. The music was very creepy. Like it was a very creepy Japanese music, and I was like, it's very unsettling music. But yeah, overall, I was just like, and it's funny that you say you played AC because 20 hours is short. This was like a 12-hour game, and it felt like forever. And I mean, that's also kind of the quality of the pacing of the game, not really the game itself being too long. But, and it was one of those where I'm like, how many fucking chapters do I have left? And I literally Googled it, like, chapter list, and I knew where I was. So I read it. I'm like, oh my God, I still have 4 chapters to go. Like, come on. Like, I want this to be over. And so when I beat it, it being a Silent Hill game, there's like 5 endings and you have to replay it twice to get them all. I'm just like, I'm not fucking doing that. So I just turned the game off and I'm like, I'm gonna go play Ghost of Yotei. I've been wanting to play that for a while, so I was gonna play Keeper. I still want to play the Keeper, but I'm not gonna hop into it immediately. But because I really wanted to get to Ghost of Yotei, I really wanted to start playing that game. So, yeah, I uninstalled Silent Hill F. I'm just probably gonna go sell it this weekend, and I'm like, I'm done. I don't I don't want to play it. I watched the endings on YouTube. They're all interesting, but like it's not worth me replaying this game 3 times to get them all. So. And they had the typical Silent Hill UFO ending where the ending is that the aliens did it. I don't know why every Silent Hill has that ending, but every Silent Hill you can get an alternate ending where it's the aliens. So yeah, I don't know. It was just So, but yeah, that's all I've been playing. Obviously, I'm I've been playing Battlefield 6 still. Nothing bad about that and stuff like that. But
I'm gonna say on Silent Hill, yeah. I think first of all, I did hear on Sacred, I think that you have to do New Game Plus to experience like the full game. Is that right?
Yeah, there's the normal ending, which is just what you get no matter what when you beat the game, and then after New Game Plus, there's the good ending, the bad ending, and the true ending. And so, yeah, and I'm like, I'm not doing.
I don't like that. I don't want games to force me to play it twice.
Like Alan Wake 2 has a different ending when you beat New Game Plus, but it's not like a completely different thing. It just kind of extends the ending a little bit. And so it's like that's not something you have to play it again to get the true ending. It's just you can play it again in it because I mean once you play Alan Wake 2 you'll understand what the meaning of it is of why it does that in the New Game Plus, but yeah, I'm done with Silent Hill. Like, I don't think I'm really gonna have much hype for the next Silent Hill game that's announced. I'm gonna be like, oh, happy for y'all. I'm gonna stick with Resident Evil Requiem.
Yeah, and on the subject of length there, like we're talking about, I feel like linear games and spooky games, they feel their length is more felt than like an open world game like Assassin's Creed, because you're kind of on rails for a lot of those games. You're kind of like you're held hostage to the narrative and the story, and it's also sometimes spooky, so you don't want to play like all day long because it gets your nerves going sometimes. So yeah, like a 12-hour spooky on rails games will probably honestly feels longer than a 19-hour Assassin's Creed where you're free to like roam around and get chests, and it's more relaxing.
Yeah, that's what like so Alan Wake 1, like, as you played, it's like a 10-hour game ish, probably less, but that is a pretty linear game. Whereas Alan Wake 2, there are linear levels that you go into, but once you do it, you can go anywhere in the map. Like it's basically an open world at that point.
Ooh,
And
cool.
yeah, so and that game's about 20 hours. So like it doesn't feel too long. Well, also because you're going through, 2 stories that you're playing in that game. But yeah, it doesn't feel overly long as opposed to Alan Wake 1. If that was 20 hours where you're only going through, linear levels, it would have been like, all right, this needs to.
That would have been too long.
Yeah.
There's only so much swoops you can handle,
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Continue, sir.
Very good. That's all I had to say. It was fine. I think the Silent Hill series just isn't for me because Silent Hill 2 was like the greatest game ever to a lot of people, and I was like, it was fine. It was good. It was fine. But I don't know. Silent Hill. It's one of those. I guess I'll wait for them to be on PS Plus or something at this point because it's whatever. I don't care. But yeah, that's all I got.
All right, and then you already talked about Ghost of Yotei, right? Do you have any other thoughts on that, or you're good?
No, just a beautiful game. Can't wait to keep playing it.
Excellent. Hell yeah. And then Sean Mason, what have you been playing, sir? I'm excited to hear about a certain one.
All right, we're going to start with The Outer Worlds 2. I'm playing it on PlayStation 5. Thank you. It's not exclusive to Xbox. Thank you, Microsoft, for going third party.
Yeah.
No, I am really digging it. As the listeners know, The Outer Worlds 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. I absolutely adored it. This game, they definitely listened to a lot of the criticism they got about The Outer Worlds and really addressed all those, small issues. The writing is fantastic. I mean, it's classic Obsidian. I think it's some of their best writing. From The Outer Worlds is some of the best. This is hilarious. Some of the conversations I'm having are absolutely hilarious. This is truly, you can do like anything really, like well, your choice and consequence. You can really do stuff and it really affects, the overall outcome of what's going on. You can kill anyone just like a regular Obsidian game. It's great. I'm really enjoying it. The weapons are really cool. They've definitely made the combat a lot smoother in terms of not having to go into like their version of VATS, which is really cool. I really like the overall world. The areas are a little bit bigger, which I'm not complaining about because they're not like overly huge. But yeah, so far I'm really digging it. I'm not that far in. I'm only like 5 or 6 hours in, but and by 5 or 6 hours, I mean like I'm really like I explore every single inch of the map and I talk to every single NPC. But it's great. Like I was running around a town and this woman, I had to get like she needed medicine. So I had to get medicine for her and I brought the medicine back and it turns out she was actually the medicine wasn't for her. It was for her drug addict husband.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was like, "Oh, you're welcome." I guess I just supplied an addict with more drugs.
Yeah,
That's
way to go.
great.
Way to perpetuate the problem, Sean.
Yeah,
Jeez.
no, but I'm really digging it. It's like awesome.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, I think you'll
Are
really
the
like it.
characters good so far? The
Yeah, I think
characters?
so far. Yeah, and the writing's fantastic. The characters are good. Um, I haven't run into like any companions yet, so but I'm looking forward to that because that's where like you get a lot of the great banter between you, the protagonist, and your companions, and you learn a lot more about of the universe as a whole. I'm really
Mhm.
liking it. You can definitely see the ties to the other game. I'm not saying you have to play the other game. Like you definitely don't have to play the other game, but there are definitely ties like the overall world and lore. But it's great. It's gorgeous too.
But you probably should play the other game because it was great too. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean you should, but I mean if you don't have time, I get it.
Are you going to platinum this game, you think? Are you trying for it?
Yeah, probably. I platinumed the first game, so yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I'll be playing this game after I finish AC Syndicate.
Yeah, it's a blast, so highly recommend it. Looking forward to keep playing.
Yeah, I never finished the first one. I can't remember. I fell off for probably a different game I was more interested in, but I did love it when I was playing. Like it was, the humor is, I like some BGS games take themselves a little too seriously at times, but Outer Worlds is always goofy, and I really love that about it. And the writing was amazing. It's just I fell off. I've wanted to go back to it for so long, I just haven't gotten around to it. But I'm happy to hear that because I know like Locke, our buddy, was kind of worried about Outer Worlds 2 after seeing a couple trailers, and thankfully it's coming out and it's surpassing expectations, and
Yeah.
it seems like it's even better than the first one. So I'm very happy that they didn't drop the ball on this one.
Yeah, and it's funny because you can tell it. You can tell like Obsidian games are very much like BGS games, but for some reason
Hmm.
the Obsidian games they run a lot better, I think, than the BGS games. Like I've not had one issue with the Outer Worlds 2. I didn't really have any issues with the Outer Worlds. Um, I think they're doing a phenomenal job. Like what do you say? Obsidian just they always cook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know most of us. I know at least two of us on here are avowed defenders. We don't think it's a bad game like some people were acting.
it's a
So
good game.
yeah, it's not like their peak, but it was still a good game. I mean, again, that's when I fell off just because I kind of whatever moved on, but I liked it. So yeah, I'm excited to play Outer Worlds 2 eventually. It's not high on the priority list, but I do want to play it.
Yeah, I'll never understand the hatred that Avowed got. It may really make no sense to me. I get that the story was a slow burn, and it is kind of an obtuse concept anyway. It's a dream scourge, and it starts off a little slow, but the game was awesome. The story, once you finish it, was great. The graphics and combat were awesome. But anyway, let's not completely sidetrack. So, Outer Worlds 2, Sean, I can't wait to join you and play that soon. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's awesome.
Oh yeah. All right, next up, I have Pokemon Legends ZA. This is a nice little Pokemon game for me because we all know I'm a big Pokemon guy here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay. I see how we're setting the tone right with the crack in the can right there.
Cracking the
Um,
cannon.
I will say this: I'm not loving it. It's not terrible, but it's not great. It's about average. Okay. I don't think it helps that it's set in Kalos, which is like one of my least favorite regions, and it's only set in Lumino City. That is like a huge like, what are you doing? Like you have this huge region and you're only set here.
Which gen is
Um,
Kalos again?
so X and Y.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's Lumino City is like the big city, and with the you're roller skating around, and everyone's roller skating. Um, I will say this: I think it was a little weird for the starter choice. You have 2 Gen 2 starters and then a Gen 5 starter. I thought it was a little odd. Um,
It seems like they did that purely because they had a Gen 2 starter in Arceus.
yeah,
Like
but
they
then
have the other.
why? Like they should have done it like they should have just like 3 different starters from each gen. You know what I mean? That's what they should
Yeah,
have done.
yeah.
Like 3 starters from a different gen. Anyways, it's okay. I'm a more fan of like the more traditional Pokemon where you're not like running around throwing the ball in the open world. So this is a little different. There's also like I like the turn based more, and this is like it's turn based, but it's like almost like an active turn based. It's really different. The world's not as expansive. It runs fine. So far it's good, but I much prefer the other style Pokemon games than the Legends games, and I was hoping this one would kind of be a closer meld between the two, but unfortunately it's not really feeling that way. But with that said, you never know. I'm still gonna play it. I just one of those things I just pick up and play for like an hour. I go around, battle some Pokemon, catch some Pokemon. But the Legend series is all about catching the Pokemon too. So it's like unlike to beat the game, you have to like complete the Pokedex and everything. So you will eventually like catch everything. But what are you gonna do?
And I I made my feelings on Arceus known, and this game didn't look any better to me, so I don't have anything to say. I did think this game looks bad, and I'm never gonna play it. So that's all I got to say about it.
Damn. Well, you need to go listen to Sean and go play. What was it that he should play?
Either anything from
Shining
Gen
Diamond.
3, anything from Gen 3 to Gen 5. So yeah, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black and White, or Black 2 and White 2.
Yep. Or just play Pokemon Red and Violet with the Switch 2
You mean
upgrade.
Scarlet and Violet? Pokemon Red came out in the 90s, but
Yeah. Scarlet and Violet. My bad. You're right.
yeah. Hodge just played Pokemon Red, or he played Pokemon Blue.
Yeah, Red came with yellow and blue, right? Yeah.
I played red, yellow, and
there was
silver.
green too in Japan,
Yeah,
right?
Japan, and then when they did the remakes, they said Pokemon Leaf Green, which is what I had.
Yeah. All right. You had another game, sir?
Yeah, I had one more game I want to talk about, and that is we're cooking now, and that is Mario Party 3. And now this is going to be a little different. I was bored, so I decided to boot up Mario Party 3 on the Nintendo Switch Online subscription service, one of the best services out there in terms of a backlog of games.
Yeah.
And I'm playing the single player story mode of a Mario Party game. Yes, I am doing that because I'm a menace to society. So this actually has like an intriguing story where you are collecting these like stars, like that they're like stamps, and you have to go through each board and beat 4 players, and then you're challenged to like a duel mode with another player, and it's actually super fun because I'm playing on hard mode. The computers are notoriously like complete jerks on hard mode, and they only target you no matter what. Even if there's a player who's like in a better position than you, they'll still target you. But I'm having a blast with it. The story is just like so funny. It's just like, oh, you need to get these stamps because we're trapped in this like paper area of like it's almost like it's like a paper aesthetic. I think it's because it came out after Paper Mario. But it's super fun. Mario Party 3 is my favorite Mario Party game, so I love playing all these mini games. It really brings me back. But it's definitely not as smooth as I hate the N64 controller, but the N64 controller plays better with Mario Party 3 than the Switch controller.
What? I honestly, all of the Mario parties mixed together to me, so I don't know anything. I can't tell the difference between.
Oh, I can. Mario Party 3 is the first game with Waluigi and Daisy in Mario Party. It has some great mini games like this is where have you ever heard like that got item? Got
Maybe.
item.
It's been so. Honestly, Mario Party is one of those games where I've only ever played it when with a group of people and everyone wants to play it. So I've never soloed Mario Party before.
Mario Party 3 is probably the most played Mario Party for me, or Mario Party 5 maybe. But Party 3 has some great mini games too. Like there's like a Tetris style mini game that's really fun. There's like There's like a hide and seek one where like it's like a 1v3 game where you're trying to hide and like the person has to like pick something and like find you. It's a good time. Mario Party 3, great game. But I'm playing the single player, so yeah, I'm a weirdo.
Excellent. All right. Is that all that you've been playing? You satisfied there?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. So that is the what we've been playing section. Some awesome games there. Let us know, listeners, in the comments section, if you're on YouTube, what have you guys been playing and what do you think of it? And if you have any thoughts of any games that we just mentioned, if you like it. We don't have any write-in today, so make sure that you guys write in, again, in the YouTube comments, or you can message Sean on various platforms with your write-in. We will go ahead and move on in to our main topic of discussion, which is going to be favorite licensed video game. So, of course, we're talking about any video game that is based on a property that existed before the video game. So, comics, books, movies, shows, whatever. Something that's not an original game. It's based on something else. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do 4 games each. The order is going to be Sean, Midnight, and Hodge. So we'll just give Sean 1 second here. All right, Sean, start us off, sir. What is are we doing these in order, or are we just picking 4? What are we doing?
I'm just picking 4.
All right, go for it.
All right, so these are I'm mentioning games I've yet to talk about ever on the show. So guys, I'm sorry, no Nickelodeon Party Blast for me. I know everyone's favorite game I love to talk about. So I am picking some 4 games, and we know I love my licensed games. So you know what? I'm going to start with a PlayStation iToy game called Nicktoons Movin'. Nicktoons Movin'. Now, this is like a nice little party iToy game where it had various Nicktoons that you could play like different games with. Like there's a bowling game with SpongeBob and Patrick, and before like each game you pick, there'd be like a clip from an episode. And Hodge, you're gonna love this. You know the Doodle Bob episode from SpongeBob?
Obviously.
You know the scene where he bowls and Patrick's head goes into the shape of the pin?
Yeah.
They show that right before, and that will ever be in my head. There's that game. There's a Danny Phantom ghost catching game where you have to like move your hands like this for the video launchers. I'm like moving my hands. And you gotta like, it's a classic iToy game. It's probably really bad, but I really liked it as a kid. The bowling game was the best though with SpongeBob. There was a Rocket Power game. There was a Fairly Odd Parents style like catch like various fairies with your hands. You know, it's a classic iToy game. You know, before the moving games and the Wii Motion and the why am I blanking? Connect came out. So yeah, Nicktoons Moving. Hodge, you would love this game. I know you would.
I gotta say, Sean, I think when you say these games probably aren't that good, you don't really need to say that because that's probably the case with most of these Nicktoons games you play.
Oh, hang on. I'm looking at the Nicktoons Moving game. Oh yeah, I forgot that it featured you like in like the background, like because on an iToy, like they would have you like in the background. Yeah, the auto was like parasailing. It was great.
I see there's a YouTube video of a man dressed as SpongeBob playing the game.
I mean, it was a great game.
Whole playthrough.
Yeah. I got it for Christmas. That's all I remember.
From like, I completely forgot the iToy existed.
Yep, I got the iToy. Yep. This is like this and the iPlay were the only games I had for it. Do you remember the iToy commercial? Jimmy's on TV!
I'm sure if I saw it, I would remember it, but off the top of my head, no, I do not remember that.
Yeah, I don't really remember that. That sounds familiar, though, vaguely. Jimmy's on TV.
God, I love the old PS2 graphics. Just nostalgia. Just looking at it, but yeah, I'm not surprised you have some rant. I think it's Broderick, our buddy, who says like Sean is just the king of having games no one's ever heard of on his list. So Sean's just he's happily continuing that streak.
Jimmy's on TV. Love it.
All right. Good stuff, Sean. Good stuff.
Oh yeah. Always good stuff.
So let's see here. I'm just trying to get my thing to pull back up. Okay. So up next is me. So one of mine, let's see. So for my favorite licensed games, I'm going to go ahead and start it off with a classic. and that is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. This was in the arcades. Also, it did release on the NES, like a version of it. It was like Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game on the NES, and that's primarily where I played it, but I played it in the arcade a bit too. But this game was awesome. You controlled the 4 different turtles. In the arcade game, you could definitely have 4 people playing at once. In the NES version, you probably just only do 2. I don't really remember.
They didn't have a multi-tap.
Yeah, but it was awesome. All the turtles kind of controlled a little bit different. Leonardo was kind of like the all-around like bruiser. Raphael was like fast, but he didn't have very long range. Donatello was a little slow, but he could put long range with the staff. And then Mikey was just doing his thing with the nunchucks. But it was pretty cool. It was kind of like side scroller 2.5D kind of beat 'em up. You move around the map, beat everybody's ass. Some of the environments were interactive and stuff. It was pretty sweet. Of course, you fought, the Foot Clan. You fought Shredder, Rocksteady, and Bebop. It was awesome, dude. This game was a lot of fun. I played it a ton. And the other NES version too, which was kind of more of like a platformer as a side note, was also pretty fun too. Going through like the sewers and like climbing up the ladders and stuff, dude. Just awesome. I was always a huge Ninja Turtles fan as a kid. That was my SpongeBob. I loved Ninja Turtles. Grew up watching that. I watched the freaking live action movie, the first one, like from 1990 or whatever. I watched that yeah, I guess. I don't think it was scary, but I watched that like 1,000 times, like literally, like at my babysitter. I watched it every single day. But yeah, shout out to Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. That's my pick there. Any thoughts on that?
I had the NES version because I didn't really play many arcade games growing up, but the NES one was awesome. Yeah, I remember playing all the time. I love those side scroller beat 'em ups. They're so much fun.
We had, despite me not being a Turtles guy, and like I was born a little bit after that, and despite like my dad being like I don't know, older for the Turtles, we had this game on NES. Like I remember like having the cartridge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Ninja Turtles was huge in the 90s. People forget like how big that IP was back then. Now it's still kind of somewhat popular, especially with that Mutant Mayhem movie that came out, but it's not what it was in the 90s. It was, I mean, like they unironically said cowabunga. Now it's like dated to say cowabunga.
Cowabunga, dudes.
Excellent. Dude, I love Ninja Turtles. It's awesome. And I still, to this day, can't stand Michael Bay for those shitty movies that he came out with. Absolutely mutilated my childhood with those terrible movies. Why did he turn them into giant, like, mutant freaks? Like alien-looking freaks?
If I remember right, the original script had them literally being aliens. Like they weren't turtles in the original script. Dude.
Yeah. Like those 2 movies that they did, the live action ones were perfect, man. Awesome. All right.
Perfect, but
perfect. I mean the aesthetic and the it was perfect.
Like the original Mario movie. The original Mario movie was perfect too, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Perfect representation.
All right. Hodge, you're up, sir.
Yeah, first game I'm gonna go with. This was really hard to just bring it down to 4 games. But we'll do more episodes on specific ones later on. But I'm gonna go with Lego Marvel Superheroes, launched for Xbox One and PS4. So as people know, if you've listened to this, me and my brother have a tradition of we just play every single Lego game together. We've been doing it since we were kids. And when this one launched, because it launched, I remember it was the first game along with COD Ghosts that I got with my Xbox One. Great lineup there, COD. We played that. This is still our favorite Lego game. This one was so good. After this one, Marvel and Fox got in their dispute, and the X-Men weren't in many of the Marvel games after this,
including the sequel to this game.
Yeah, so this one was pure. Yeah, because I think it became Marvel's Avengers after.
No, that's a different game. That's based on
that's
the
right. There's
movie.
Superheroes 2 and Marvel's The Avengers Lego. Yeah, there's it's a big cluster. But this one was so good. It was the first like open world hub where I remember flying around as Iron Man. It was so fun. You swing around as Spider-Man stuff. And yeah, this one, it's still to this day my favorite Lego game. And the fact that it was Marvel at the peak of Marvel, because it came out in that would mean it came out in 2013, so it was right after the Avengers movie, so it was when MCU was still at its peak also. So yeah, this game, it's so good. I love the Lego games, and so this one is just I love this one. It's my
This
favorite.
game freaking ruled. I freaking love this game.
Yeah, it's so good. Like, it's like, even if you don't like Lego games, this is legitimately like a very fun. I mean, obviously the levels themselves aren't open world, but when you have the open world hub, it's so much fun to run around and collect all the bricks and everything. And yeah, this game it's just so good. I love
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
I did not play that, so
I played it. It was awesome. I freaking loved it. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Hodge. It was like one of the best Lego games I've ever played. I didn't even think of freaking Lego games for this. What was I thinking?
Oh, dude, I could do an episode.
I could do an
just
episode on Lego
ranking
games. Yeah,
me and you might have to do that someday.
yeah,
Just
because
straight
I
up
freaking
Lego
love
games.
these Lego games. I freaking
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah.
God, what was I thinking?
You were
Yeah,
thinking
you guys
about
could do a
Nicktoons
DLC,
moving. Yeah,
a Lego DLC.
we'll have to do that. Fucking, we'll tier rank all the Lego games. It'll be a lot of fun.
All right. Well, Sean, what were you thinking for your next game?
Oh, for my next game, I was thinking. My next game we're gonna go with is another Nickelodeon game, and that is Nicktoons Unite. Nicktoons Unite. I freaking love this game. Like so much. It's like a 4-player, or you can play it by yourself as well. You get to play as SpongeBob, Danny Phantom, Jimmy Neutron, and Timmy Turner, and like you are running around there's like a segmented base of levels, and you are trying to stop like these various I forget who the big bad. I think Vlad Masters from Danny Phantom is the big bad villain in it. It is freaking awesome. It's like an open world like kind of beat 'em up, but you get like upgrades too. It's definitely of that era. They ended up making a bunch of sequels to it. Like a bunch of sequels to it. Like too many to name, to be honest. But then they started naming
Battle for Volcano Island.
Yes, but then they started naming them after the SpongeBob games. Like they started just naming it SpongeBob. SpongeBob is this. SpongeBob is that. Which I don't know why.
Because it's the most popular one.
Yes, probably. But yeah, I really liked it. I remember I had it on DS, and then I liked it so much I got it on PS2 after because I just like loved it so much. I used to run around as Jimmy Neutron was my favorite character to be because you could shrink enemies with his shrink ray, and it was great. And then you could like stomp on them, but then you could like swap on the fly. But then you could play like 4-player too. So like think of like Marvel's Ultimate Alliance, but with like Nickelodeon characters.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and it looks basically like it plays like that. It's like a kid's version of Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I loved it. I was hyped to get this one. The DS version was super fun too. It just ran like really, really slow, and it looked like an N64 game.
And 3D Timmy Turner will also look very creepy to me.
Oh, I love that when he goes to Jimmy Neutron's world. I love how Timmy Turner
I remember those episodes. Like,
dude, those are the peak. All three of them.
Yeah. I got nothing to add. I'm just looking at screenshots, and I'm like, this though. I will say this would be one of those games that I would have been obsessed with as a kid for sure.
Oh, I was obsessed with it.
I didn't have GameCube. I don't know if this was also on like PS2.
It was on PS2, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't know why I never heard of this one, but yeah, it definitely looks like something I would have loved as a kid for sure.
It was great. It was great stuff. Nicktoons Unite.
And very shockingly, I did not play this game either.
You didn't?
But,
I'm surprised you didn't play it on your DS.
That's crazy.
I know you loved your DS so much.
Yeah, great choice though. I love the top 4 Nicktoons games from Sean so far.
Yeah, the sequels were fun, but Unite, the original, was awesome, and like it was so cool just to tie them all in. Because at that time, Danny Phantom was still relatively not relatively new, but he was like the edgier cartoon, and he was with like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm looking at this thing. It says Nicktoons Unite, and then Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island, Nicktoons Attack of the Toy Bots, SpongeBob SquarePants featuring Nicktoons Glob of Doom.
Yep. Yep. That's what they started doing. I didn't like it. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah. Oh, there's what's this one? SpongeBob SquarePants featuring Nicktoons. Oh, this is in German.
Frinkle Bob.
Oh, it's SpongeBob and Friends Unite. That's what that one was called. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah.
All right.
I will say this. Don't worry. I do not have Fairly Odd Parents Breaking the Rules on this list. I never played that game, actually, which is shocking.
Well, you have to play it now.
Yeah. Now you have to review it for us.
All right.
I should.
And speaking,
I should.
by the way,
yep.
random aside, speaking of things that people have to play, Hodge, I just want to remind you that you have a Secret Santa that Sean gifted you that I don't think you've played yet.
He
So
played
remember,
Crosscode. He played a little bit of it.
I played about
Oh,
half
did
of
you?
it. I fell off for something. I can't remember what it was, but
He liked
okay.
it. He was liking it.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, he has to beat it, doesn't he?
Well, I kept getting
Yeah, he
killed
just
by
has
like
to play it.
fucking. I kept getting killed by like fucking squirrels or rabbits and something. I'm like, what the hell's happening?
Dude, you gotta
So-
grind. It's one of those. It's an MMO. You're in an MMO.
You got to grind, man. All
You're
right,
in a fake
fair enough.
MMO.
Well, if Sean's satisfied, I'm satisfied. Okay. Let's get on to my game number 2. So for my game number 2, I'm going to go ahead and go with the low-hanging fruit now. This is one that, of course, a lot of people probably thought of. One of my favorites, though, of course, is Batman Arkham Asylum. This is my favorite Arkham game. I've only played 2.
Yes.
I've only played Asylum and City. Asylum is better, in my opinion.
Yes.
This was the 2009 game. Of course, you play as Batman. He's escorting Joker into the Arkham Asylum prison, and then all hell breaks loose. And you're traveling around the asylum. You're solving puzzles. You're fighting enemies. You're taking down some notorious villains, such as the Joker. But they also had other ones in there, like Bane and Scarecrow and stuff. And it was cool, man. This game was just awesome. You know, the little Riddler trophies and puzzles were in there. It was just a great game. Awesome rock steady combat. You know, the free flow combat, tongue twister there. But yeah, I really love this game. I liked it better than City. It was just a bit more curated, a bit more focused just on that little island. And it was just amazing. I would like to one day go back and replay it, but I probably won't though, because I just have a million games that I got to get to. But
I would say though, at least, especially on like Black Friday and stuff, they always have like the Return to Arkham collection, and it's always
On
like
sale for,
$3.
like, $3, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I would straight up, I bought it on PlayStation and Xbox because I'm like, I do want to play these again someday, and they were $3. So I'm like,
So the Return to Arkham collection came out my first year teaching. I'll never forget because I was still living at home. This is 2018. I was a first year teacher, young little Mr. Mason. My parents got me this for Christmas, the Return to Arkham collection, and I freaking played it all day on Christmas. I like did not leave the basement. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not leaving. And just I freaking love all these Arkham games. Hodge, did you guys play it at launch, Arkham Asylum?
yeah.
Do you remember it came with 3D glasses?
I don't remember that.
Maybe it's just the PS3 version. The PS3 version came with 3D glasses, and I remember trying to play it in the 3D mode, and I'm like, this is freaking horrendous. And then I took it off, and I was like, this is awesome. I remember because I had it pre-ordered at GameStop in January. It came supposed to come out in June, and it got delayed until August, right before school started. And I was like, oh, and it came out like the week before school went out. So I'm like, I have a week to beat this game. I just like marathon. I freaking love this. I love all the Arkham games, but Asylum was awesome. City was great. Night was great. They're all great. But nope. Then we have now we have Rocksteady. They decided to, you know what we can do? Let's go make a Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I see. It says the 3D mode in Batman Arkham Asylum was introduced in the Game of the Year edition, released in 2010.
No, that's not true.
That's what AI says anyway.
Well, don't even talk to me about AI. Nope. Get out of here. AI is not right.
Yeah,
Oh,
I haven't played the Return to Arkham versions. I only played the OG Arkham Asylum, so I don't think that one had 3D.
Yeah.
3D was that they were done with 3D by like 2010, 2011.
But I will say, I do agree. I think Arkham Asylum, it's my favorite, but Arkham City is still fucking awesome.
So
like
good.
Flying around the city, because it's Arkham Asylum. It was very condensed, so it had a kind of a limited selection of Easter eggs. The one thing that was cool though, depending on your system calendar, you could go up to Calendar Man and he would say something based on the holiday.
So
yeah, it was awesome. But Arkham City, it was just Easter eggs hidden throughout an entire city. It was so cool. Like, I remember there's an achievement, I think, where you go and you honor your dead parents' chalk outlines.
Yep, you do that. Yep. They have that in Arkham Knight as well. It's in both of them. It's so sad.
Yeah.
And then
Arkham Knight's my least favorite, but Arkham Knight's a good game. It's just my least favorite of them.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. They're all phenomenal. They're all
yeah.
My favorite is going around and getting the answering Zaz's phone calls.
Yeah, I mean, I even think that Origins was good. It wasn't
Origins
amazing,
was good, yeah. It's criminally left on last gen, and they do not want to acknowledge it. Instead, again, they acknowledge Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
Suicide Squad.
Oh my
All
god!
right.
Everyone was coping so hard with that. It's like, it's Rocksteady, it can't be bad. And then
Yes, it can.
I'm like, this game looks horrible. What are you guys talking about? And yeah, it was not good.
I mean, when the founder leaves the studio before the game comes out, you know that there's a problem with it.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, this ain't it. I'm out.
Yes, yeah, I'm good.
But yeah, I still need to get to Arkham Knight. I will one day. I own it. I did buy that, the collection, so I have it.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. Hodge, how about you for number 2, huh?
I'm gonna go with. We're gonna go back in the Wayback Machine to the PlayStation 1 for Marvel's Spider-Man, the OG Spider-Man game on PlayStation 1. So good, love this game. This was back before superheroes were mainstream at all, so this game is very comic booky. I love it. Stan Lee is the narrator during the game. You go around, you pick up there's collectible comic book covers that you pick up and stuff. Venom. This was the Venom I always wanted in the movies and we never got, because he was very like Joker-ish, like sarcastic, telling like, being unserious. And that's always the Joker or the Venom I wanted, instead of the, crappy Spider-Man 3 and Tom Hardy ones that we got. This is the Venom I always wanted to get in movies and never got. But this game was so fun. I remember the final boss was always the bane of my existence. Carnage and Doc Ock become one, and you have to escape through a hallway. And it's a horrible camera angle, so you would get caught on stuff all the time. He'd catch you and eat you, and it was impossible. And I always hated it as a kid. But other than that, I loved this game. Like I said, it's so nerdy. Like, you'd swing around the city, even though it's not like a big open world city. It was fog underneath everything, so because it was a PS1 game, they can't have that much shit on screen. But you could like find the Fantastic Four building, and Stanley would be like, Reed Richards is out of town or something. Like, it was just awesome. I love this game so much. Yeah, until Spider-Man for PS4 came out, I didn't play another Spider-Man game because I just didn't care, because this one was just my favorite. And then obviously the PS4 one's amazing, but this was the one that, as a kid, obsessed with this game. It was so good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I didn't play that one.
I played it.
Sean,
we had it. It was really fun. I remember just running around like beating up enemies, and like how like polygonic how polygon it looked. Like they looked like polygons. So much fun. Good. Yeah,
I
so
loved
much
it.
fun.
Yeah. All right. And then you're up next, Sean, with your game.
All right, my next game. We're straying away from Nicktoons now. Sadly, no more Nickelodeon games. I had to vary it up. I know. I mean, I could do a whole episode on Nickelodeon games, so But my next one is, I was going to say my number 2, but it's really in no order. It is Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. This was a 2002 game. It came out for PS2 and GameCube. I'm not sure if it came out for Xbox. I had it for PS2. This game was super fun. You went around it was based on like 6 episodes of like the classic series, and you just ran around as like Shaggy and Scooby trying to like solve mysteries. But it was like a platforming game too. It was like a lot bigger though than like your traditional PS1 platformer, because they're harping on that PS2 power. It featured a lot of like the OG Scooby-Doo villains. So you had like the Headless Horseman, because he was in like one of the original ones. I'm trying to think who the other villains were, but yeah, like you have to like I remember, because like you rescue each member of like the Scooby Gang, because like they're captured. Like each time you unlock someone, like every time you save them, you get to play as them. There's also Hodge, you mentioned like the Calendar Man Easter egg thing. There's like holiday Easter eggs in that too. Like if you play on certain holidays, it's really cool. But yeah, it recreated the opening of the original Scooby-Doo game too. The Scooby-Doo like TV series as well. It's really cool. You're in like a giant haunted mansion, and you're just running around. There's like you go through a door and it goes to like a new level. And there's like a running, jumping, attacking monsters, and it's just a classic Scooby-Doo game. I loved it because I was a kid, and I love Scooby-Doo, and I still do. You can get Scooby snacks. If you hit a certain amount of Scooby snacks, you're gonna unlock certain like new levels and everything. It was fun. It was fun.
Dude, I'm looking at tier list. Oh yeah, I just saw that when I was googling. I'm looking at screenshots. I would have loved this game because it's PS2. Yeah. It's a PS2 platformer, so it just straight up looks like Jak and Daxter to me, basically. And I would have absolutely loved this game. I actually watched Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island yesterday for
Ooh,
Halloween.
great game. Yeah, great movie. Did you ever watch the sequel to that? They released a sequel a couple years ago.
No, I heard it was horrible.
It was.
Yeah. Now, the only ones I really like are Zombie Island and The Witch's Ghost. Those are my two favorite ones.
I like the Ghoul School one from like the 80s.
I don't remember that one, but I'm sure I've seen it. I loved Scooby-Doo growing up. The old school show, how they had a laugh track. Yep. It was so good. I loved it.
And then I used to watch Scooby-Doo. I used to play this game, watch Scooby-Doo, and eat my Scooby-Doo fruit snacks.
Awesome. Dude, the blue one, that fruit snack was so good.
Shaped like Scooby.
Yeah, so good.
Oh, fun random thing about Scooby-Doo fruit snacks. 2015, we are tearing down my deck in my backyard. And I'm helping my dad. We're tearing it down, and when we were building a new one, we tear it down. We find a pack of Scooby-Doo fruit snacks with an expiration date of September 13th, 2000. I opened it and I ate one as a dare. My dad gave me $20.
Nice.
It looks like it was on PS2, GameCube, and Xbox.
Yeah, and it got a greatest hits version.
I know. I'm just looking at that. It was a greatest hits game for PS2, so that means it was amazing.
Oh yeah, but yeah, Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights.
That's awesome.
Okay, so I'll go next here with my number 3 game. So for me here, this is another one here that is going to be maybe somewhat expected, but I did do a twist. So instead, I didn't do Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which is my favorite Star Wars game by far. But since I've already talked about that one so much, I went with a different Star Wars game. And it's one that I've only talked about once, really, and that was when I beat the game. And that was Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, came out last year, I think, or something like that. Recent game. And this game was really good. Really awesome story, really good graphics, very fun combat with the lightsaber battles and whatnot. Very cool. I'm not a huge fan of the platforming and the Metroidvania stuff on there. Some of that stuff did kind of annoy me. But if you out there are fans of platforming and Metroidvania, you'll like this game even more than I did, because you'll love that stuff too. But even I still enjoyed it a lot. It was great writing. There were some funny moments where sometimes you would pull up on stormtroopers and they would be behind a force field and they would start talking crap to you. And Cal Kestis, the main character, would be like, yeah, well, why don't you go ahead and lower that force field and we'll see what's on. They're like, yeah, we're not going to do that. It's just like little back and forth quips that they put in there, and it was really fun. It also has kind of semi-open world segments where you can explore the world and get stuff, and had side quests where you could do bounties and stuff. They kind of expanded it a lot, which was cool. I actually didn't get into a ton of the side stuff because I just wanted to, hammer through the story for an episode. But it's a great game. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, really good. Highly recommend it. Great game. Great Star Wars game. Shout out to Respawn. Awesome developer. We won a new Titanfall. Side note. But yeah. Do you guys? I don't remember. I don't know if you guys played this or not.
I've not. I really need to play these games because both of them I've gotten such good reviews, and I really need to because I like Star Wars. I'm not into the newer stuff. It's funny. We actually had a conversation with 2 of my students about Star Wars yesterday, and they were like, "Yeah, even we know the sequels are terrible."
Yeah, good.
I started Survivor but fell off because I think I was playing it right before Helldivers dropped, and obviously when Helldivers came out, I was obsessed. So, but I actually was very close to including Fallen Order on my list because that game was fucking awesome. I love that game so much. So I do need to play Survivor again. So because especially now that it has a PS4 Pro edition or PS5 Pro edition,
PS4 Pro,
PS5. I need to hop in and see if they've improved it more because also that game was very buggy when it launched. I remember, but the Fallen Order game is amazing. So I'm sure Survivor's. I mean, I've heard it's better, so I'm very excited to play it eventually. But yes, I have not played. Well, I've played probably 3 or 4 hours of it, so
yeah,
I'll get back to it eventually.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up. I mean, I've already mentioned it before, and that's the Star Wars Empire at War. I remember that game is just. I've already talked about it on this, but that's why I didn't bring it up on my list. But yeah.
All right, Hodge, you are up next.
Yeah, so I didn't realize I did 2 Marvel games in a row, but these ones are not Marvel games. But the next one is, I feel like this game has been forgotten in the annals of history, and that is Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This game, I was very close to doing Return of the King, but we discussed that.
We've discussed that to many lengths. How it's that is the greatest licensed game ever.
But yeah, if we do like a movie tie-in game, I'm sure that one will be on the list. But
one of the greatest movies.
Yes, yes.
One of the greatest books.
The greatest trilogy of all time. But yeah, the Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor, it was obviously its own story, but it had amazing gameplay. It was basically, I can't remember how open a world it was. I think it was just an open world. I can't remember though, but it's been a while since I played. I just remember absolutely loving this. I never actually played Shadow of War. I heard that it was awesome until the end. You have to like grind for hours to beat these weird bases or something before you can beat the game. And I was like, I don't want to do that. So I just never played it. But Shadow of Mordor, the gameplay was amazing. It had that awesome Nemesis system, which has never been used again for some fucking reason. And yeah, I don't have, a bunch to say. I don't remember too much about it. I just remember absolutely loving this game and being obsessed with it when I was playing it. And just the gameplay itself was, because I also I think this was kind of around when Assassin's Creed was kind of at its peak. So it had a very AC, sneak into the base and kill the orcs kind of gameplay. And it was just fun as hell. And I absolutely love this game. So yeah, Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, good pick. I thought about including these as well. I did play this game a couple times. I tried really hard to get into it because I think the Nemesis system is awesome, and it's so cool. But I always ended up putting down this game because I ended up getting annoyed by how swarmed you got. Like you would just fight so many enemies at once, and then more would keep showing up. There'd be like cutscene after cutscene of all like the named special orcs, and it's like, bro, this is too much. Like. But I do want to I picked up the sequel, Shadow of War or whatever, on a Steam sale or whatever. I got it for like $3. So I want to play that one of these days. I never played that one. But yeah, these are great games. Good choice.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Sean, if you have any thoughts, and you're up next.
No, I'm up next. So let's get to my final game. And it, again, is not a Nicktoons game, but it is a WB game. Actually, well, at the time, it was an EA game. And that is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the video game. We had this on GameCube and we had it on PC. This game freaking cooked. I don't know how many hours I put into this game. Like, way too many. This game is freaking unreal. It was like almost like an open world Harry Potter. You were not guaranteed to win the Quidditch Cup, to win the House Cup either. It was not a guarantee. So that was what we liked about it. Like, you weren't like, oh, you're not winning automatically. Oh, we freaking loved it. We played this game so much. You had to go through and collect the wizard cards. You could play Quidditch. You could go on Birdie Bots, every flavored beans, like tasks. You could fly your broom in the open world too, like around Hogwarts. Oh my god, it was so much fun. You could sneak out and Filch would be trying to catch you, and the prefix would. What are you doing out of bed, Potter? Stuff like that. Oh my god, I love this game. You couldn't go wrong with the GameCube version. You can't go wrong with the PS2 version. You can't go wrong with the PC version. It's so good.
I remember this was like the definitive Harry Potter game until Hogwarts Legacy came out. Like this was like the game everyone loved. And I only played it at a sleepover once as a kid, but I never owned it. And I always wanted it, never owned it though. But yeah, this game, I remember loving it at that sleepover and then always wanting to play it. And I just never did again. Oh, it looks so good.
It was so good. There's like an updated like with mods on it to make it look even better and like load a lot quicker.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was very close to including Hogwarts Legacy on my list, but again, that's one we've talked about recently, so I didn't. But yeah, I love Harry Potter, man. It's so good.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't play that one, so unfortunately, I have nothing to add there. I played, of course, Hogwarts Legacy, but we won't get into that right now. But yeah, good stuff. Shout out to the Harry Potter stuff. I want to go back and rewatch the movies one of these days, like all the, the 7 movies or whatever there are. I want to start from the beginning.
Love 8
because I remember I didn't really get into them too much. I think the only one that I really loved was the final one. I was like, man, this is a great film. The final one. I saw it in theaters with my brother.
Saw it in theaters at midnight. Oh, that's your name.
I saw all of them in theaters.
That is my name, yeah. Yeah, one of these days I am going to go back and just rewatch the whole series, and I bet I'll appreciate them even more.
Yeah, my mom. Whenever I go home, my mom either has Harry Potter or DIY Network on their TV. It's always one of those two. And because Freeform or what used to be ABC Family always has Harry Potter on, so she's always watching them. So eventually, I had them on Blu-ray, but I updated them upgraded them to 4K. So I gave my mom on my Blu-rays. I'm like, here you go. Now you don't have to watch them on TV. You just have them.
We watched Sorcerer's Stone last Saturday.
Ah, love it.
Yeah.
I always watch that during Christmas season just because that one Christmas scene.
Hey, Ray. Ron, what is this? Christmas presents. Wait, I got some too? Dude, they're so
Christmas,
abusive.
Harry.
Dudley is so abusive too. He's running down the stairs. He's jumping up and down.
Yeah, he's a dick.
What a jerk. Why is Sundays great? No post.
No post. No post on Sundays.
All right, boys. Let me get into my final pick here. So for mine, I went with kind of a obscure one that probably hardly anyone has played. I bet this game. I have talked about it maybe once or twice, but not much on here. And that is Game of Thrones.
Oh,
the 2012, not the Telltale. The Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones 2012 game. This was developed by Cyanide Studio or something. This game came out on Xbox 360. It was probably on PS3 as well. It is available on Steam. You can search for Game of Thrones right now. It is $14.99. So there you go. Not bad. And this game was cool. You know, it was like a little RPG setting in the Game of Thrones world. It's like Eurojank at its best, basically, but it's good though. Like the combat was pretty decent. I really liked the world and the story. Like it had a nice, compelling, Game of Thrones style story. Like you start at Castle Black, and then you eventually, you end up going down to some of the more known cities. You make some choices, and the story was really good. I actually want to go back one of these days. I really do want to go back and replay it because, I don't really remember virtually anything that happened because it's been freaking 12 years, 13 years since I played this game. But I just remember that, like, I was impressed. I know this game really got, like, it didn't get great reviews. People were like, this is mid. People were like, this is a 6 or a 7. People were not super impressed. But for me, if you're a Game of Thrones fan and you just want to be immersed in a story in that world that features many characters that you'll know, they make cameos and you get to make choices and fight and stuff and do quests. I think it's fun. I think you'll enjoy it. So anyone who's into that, Game of Thrones, it's literally just called Game of Thrones. If you're on Steam, it says the role-playing game underneath, but that's not really part of the title. But anyways, from Cyanide Studios, 2012 release date. That's what you want to go ahead and get. Yeah, the world-famous Cyanide Studios. They're famous for Styx, Master of Shadows, and Necromunda. Those are their other games that they've made, which I haven't played any of those.
I, for one, am shocked that you would like a medieval fantasy game. It's incredible. I can't believe
it is. Yeah, RPG set in a medieval world. Yeah, crazy. It's semi-open world, like hub zones, kind of like Outer World style hub zones. But it's good, man. Everyone, if you're a Game of Thrones fan and you want like a kind of Eurojank RPG, hey, get it. There you go. Game of Thrones. That's my pick. You two haven't played it, right?
Never.
No.
All right, so make sure you go play that tonight. No.
All right.
Boot
it up right now.
All right. So let's go ahead and get on to our final pick, which is Hodge. Bring us home, sir.
Alrighty. My last game is one I might have briefly mentioned it, but it's not one I've talked about at length on this podcast. Mostly because it's just one that I would only talk about in passing, but it is one of my favorite games from when I was a child. And that is, and ironically, it's not a game I should have been playing as a child, and that is South Park Chef's Love Shack.
Why didn't I say South Park? No, I already talked about those games enough.
I was close to doing Stick of Truth because I know, but no, Chef's Love Shack is by far my favorite one. It was a Mario Party game for PlayStation 1 and N64, but it was South Park themed, so it was incredibly inappropriate. But instead of doing a board, you answer questions, you answer trivia, and if you get the trivia questions right, you get to choose like the game or whatever. And it was just absolute, because this came out, God, probably when the season was, I don't know, 3 seasons in, maybe. It was a very early game. I'm gonna look actually what it is because I can't remember what year it came out. Chef's Love Shack. Basically, I played this game at one of my neighbors' houses. Who he was the kid who his parents didn't care what he watched or did. So he always had the inappropriate games that we as children probably shouldn't have been playing. And so yeah, it came out in '99, and I'm pretty sure the show premiered in actually '98. So it was very early in that show's life.
Mhm.
But yeah, I absolutely adore this game. I forever have wanted them to like reboot it or bring it back, but then of course, obviously, Chef Isaac Hayes, the voice actor, is dead, and he left the show before he died. So obviously, they're not going to bring back Chef. But yeah, it was just. I mean, like, I'm sure in hindsight, this game is way worse than like any Mario Party game, but just playing those mini games was so much fun at the time, and the humor was very inappropriate. And if there was one scene where you had to answer questions very quickly, and if you didn't answer them in time, the giant drill went into Cartman's butt. So it had very obviously inappropriate South Park humor. But I absolutely love this game, and if anyone has played it, please let me know because I feel like this is one of those games that no one remembers existed, and I absolutely loved it. So yeah, South Park Chef's Love Shack.
Yeah, I never
still
played
own it.
this one, but yeah, I do remember seeing like the Nintendo 64 cartridge and stuff like at stores and stuff. Yeah, shout out to Chef.
Yeah, so good.
I know, Sean, you haven't played this because you
No.
just got into South Park recently
Yeah.
with the Obsidian ones.
Yeah, I've never played it. No.
All right, and that was another super low hanging fruit that I left off my list. Was those Obsidian South Park games were awesome. Well, Obsidian only did the first one, but yeah.
Well, the first one's my
the Stick of
favorite one.
Truth and the Fractured Butthole.
Yeah, I didn't like the gameplay of the second one as much. I liked the turn based of the first one.
I loved it. I loved them.
The second one.
Great games. Yeah. I would love a new one. They should do a new one.
Oh, I would love it.
Someone should.
I mean, they just did Snow Day or whatever, which was apparently
everyone hated it.
I heard it was terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what we want.
Which I don't really care anymore because the show just. I mean, this season has been horrible, the new ones, but the show hasn't been that great in the last 10 years anyway. So it's not really. I don't really care about South Park anymore, sadly. But the old stuff, it's just absolute perfection.
All right, boys. Let's go through real quick for the audio listeners and let's recap our games. Sean, what were your 4 games, sir?
My 4 games were Nicktoons Movin', Nicktoons Unite, Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights, and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Okay. My 4 games were Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade and NES game, Batman Arkham Asylum, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Game of Thrones from 2012, not the Telltale one, the RPG one. Hodge?
And I did Lego Marvel Superheroes, Marvel Spider-Man from PS1, Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, and South Park Chef's Love Shack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shack. All right, guys. So that has been our main topic, and that pretty much is the show. We want to go around and give our final thoughts here. Anyone else got anything they want to add before we do that? Or
licensed games rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do a part 2 of this one day.
Yeah, because I have so many other licensed games that I love that I want to talk about. So, yeah. We'll definitely do it again.
There's tons of them. My real issue is just finding ones that I haven't already talked about so much. That's why I tried to use... ones that I talked about a little bit less, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Game of Thrones and stuff. Yeah. But all right. Well, let's go around and do our final thoughts here for episode number 46. And we'll go ahead and start it off with Hodge. Sir, what's your final thoughts?
We are in the last quarter of the year, which is my favorite time of year. I mean, we've already done October. Halloween has come and gone. But we are now in Christmas season, and I love it. And I'm so excited to do the rest of the shows this year. We don't know what we're doing in November for our shows yet, other than obviously this one. But the December episodes, I am so excited for. Doing the end of year stuff, I'm very excited. But always happy to be doing this show with y'all. And yeah, that's all I got.
Heck yeah. Sean, final thoughts, sir?
Great episode. I always love talking with you guys. Love talking about licensed games and games in general. But yeah, awesome job. Can't wait for the next episode.
All right. Yeah. My final thoughts, happy Christmas season to everyone who celebrates. Go ahead and put up that tree now if you want. You have permission. It is now legal. And enjoy Thanksgiving too. Sean, were you going to say something? Or?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, guys, that has been episode number 46 of Games Over Plastic. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Don't touch that dial.